right, guys. So today, Bitcoin has been pumping. So what we will look at is right now, the reason why it's been pumping actually, well, two things. One, Bitcoin is rallying because of bullish news about an ETF. But at the same time, what were we saying later last week was we're at the support level, and chances are we'll just be ranging in between this level. So Bitcoin, the news did come out, but we were anticipating a rise up to this area anyways. So it's not like a crazy big deal. We weren't not expecting it to get up to here. It's just that the news kind of helped it push to that level, right? So now this news is very good. And not only that, if we look at this chart, guys, we are starting and I've been saying this, we are no longer in this bear market that everyone keeps talking about. I believe it is over. We have we're just probably going to consolidate for another 6 months, maybe, and just create higher highs, right? Just like over here, the bottom was here, so you can see the bottom. This was the bottom, and over here we had the bottom for Bitcoin. Here, let me just, so this was the bottom right here, and then I had a nice rally up, and we're kind of continuing that pattern, right? We're kind of continuing that. We have this rally up, down, up, right? So yeah, man, we're already, I believe, past the bottom, and the Bitcoin bull run has already started. And we are looking to make new highs after the Bitcoin halving, right? So let's see when the Bitcoin halving is. Bitcoin halving. Yep. So we have about 299 days until the Bitcoin halving. The Bitcoin halving happened just around here last year. The Bitcoin halving happened around, I think, around this area last year, either before or after. Let's see. Yeah, May 11th. So it was May 11th. Yeah, so right here. So that's when the Bitcoin halving was last year. And then the time before that, Bitcoin 2018. Okay, so yeah, so we have 2016. So when was it in 2016? Just July 9th. So July 9th. I gotta go to the BLX, guys. Go to the BLX. So we have the Bitcoin chart here. Just remove drawings. Bitcoin halving happened 2016 July. So right here. So this is when the Bitcoin halving happened in 2016. Happened here in 2018, 2020. And then we're expecting this Bitcoin halving to happen on April 16th, 2024. So April 16th. So right here. So we do have about, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, 300 days. But as you can see, in every leading up to the Bitcoin halving, we do have the price making, kind of like its first leg of the bull market, right? So, and this is for Bitcoin at least. For the altcoins, they don't really have that. So let's create this right now. So we have the first leg of the bull run right here, right? If COVID didn't happen, this would have just been, ignored and then blow off top, or yeah. And then after, we do have the crazy run up afterwards. So I guess we could say the sun. So we'll put this blue, orange for Bitcoin. So this is what we're anticipating. This is what happened after the Bitcoin halving. All right. And so naturally you'd expect some type of, run up, right? Probably not as large as these last two. So yeah, so keep that in mind, guys, is that we normally do have this type of run up and then pull back, right? And then we have this area here. All right, we have this area here where it's kind of like the cold season. All right, so we have the cold season of Bitcoin where the price kind of just is bearish, right? So that's kind of what we are looking at right now. We have all right, so you can see that these are kind of the seasons of Bitcoin. The exponential move does taper off, but it's the same three: accumulation. So this is the accumulation phase right here. All right, so where the people have been accumulating from here, right? And then we have the markup phase, then distribution, and then now we're in the accumulation phase again. So this is for Bitcoin. If you're holding or planning to hold, this is when, guys, I'm telling you, it's just patterns, man. It's really just patterns. If you see it, it's I think the only thing with this Bitcoin cycle, why people get faked out, is that it's just really predictable. That it seems kind of crazy that it's that predictable, but markets are unpredictable, but more predictable than we think. The same thing happened last previous high right here, right? Same thing here, didn't go all the way to the previous high. So and then this is gonna be the base of the next low of the Bitcoin cycle, right? So let's do that. All right, so these are the highs of the market. Let's just make it purple. Let's make it purple for Kent Stanfield. Okay. All right, so normally the price does not break below the previous low, so you can see right, but once we break above the previous high right here, Bitcoin tends to have a nice rally after that, right? So once we break this area, so what we're looking for is at some point, normally after the Bitcoin halving, we will most likely break above the previous high, right? So we will most likely, and every time it has happened before the Bitcoin halving, after the Bitcoin halving. So we aren't anticipating the price to break above until after the Bitcoin halving. So here it was about you know, 230 bars, so that'd be 228 days about. Here was 178, so it might be even shorter this time, right? It could be 100 days after, and then we break it, right? So keep all of that in mind, guys. We have a lot of time. We don't actually have as much time now before the next Bitcoin halving, but just know that we'll probably be in this area of consolidation, more or less, where it's the accumulation, where smart money is accumulating. So this is how you got to look at it, right? This is how you got to look at it. This is smart money. Smart money accumulation is the gray, right? So we'll make it gray. Smart money accumulation, right? Smart money accumulation. This is where the retail and markup. Markup and retail, okay. Retail markup phase. All right. Oh, gotta put it down here too, brother. Don't forget about me. And then we have, and in this area over here, so I will say this is, when we have the retailer markup phase, we do have right here an area right here where all right, so this is an area right here where we call distribution. All right, so distribution. So news and everyone is talking. So news and everyone is talking in this phase, right? Right, so and then we have the markdown phase. News is bullish. News is bullish. Everyone is buying dips. All right. All right, guys. So news is bullish. Everyone's down, buying dips. So these are the phases. So retail markup, smart money accumulation. Forgot to add bad news about crypto, about asset class. And the reason why we say asset class is because this is for all assets, not just Bitcoin. All right. Oops. All right. Okay. Okay. So that's kind of, this is kind of, you know, the market cycles, and they've been playing the same way for a while now, right? It's not not out of the norm. It's not unpredictable. It's more of our emotions that get us carried away, right? So in every single market top, we have had news, celebrities, people talking about how Bitcoin is the next thing, and Bitcoin is going to be, and it's not even Bitcoin, it's blockchain technology that is the future, right? So one thing you want to consider is what were some consistent things that happened during the top of the market. So the biggest one thing that has always happened is the pi cycle top, right? So pi cycle top has always happened when we're at the top of the market. So pi cycle top, young kids becoming overnight millionaires. Young kids becoming overnight millionaires. Pi cycle top. Money is trash. Money is trash. What were other things? A 9 to 5. Wait, what? You need 20 sources of income. You need 20 sources of income. Yeah, so these were some things. 1 Bitcoin is 1 Bitcoin. Hold for the long run. All this shit, man. These are all things that, I started hearing about crypto over here. Like over here, I think I was in university at the time. I just dropped out, and I was just watching this shit. Like and I went all the way up, and then I started doing other things, and then we came back to it around here. And so this was the first experience of actually going through everything. So, and I remember here when I was in school, all these things were being the same, said the same thing, and I just couldn't believe that it was actually gonna be said again. Like I couldn't believe that it was like the same things people were saying last bull cycle is what people were saying the next one, and okay, so let me not. Here we go. Let's say this was the top over here or something, right? Yeah. So you want to keep these things in mind when you are going to be in this new bull cycle. We don't know how long it's going to be. We really don't. But if we go from the bottom of each market to the top, so this is the bottom. What color will I make the bottom? I'll make it orange. So the bottom, that was the bottom right here. The bottom of this market was right here. Let's say, yeah. So that was the bottom of the market. Okay. So if we say from the bottom of the market to the top, let's see from cycle to cycle how long it went. So this cycle to the top was approximately 1,056 days. So 1,056 days for a full market cycle. 1,056 days of full market cycle. Okay, so approximately, all right? So approximately. All right, cool. So So from bottom to top, try to make it look a little nicer. So from here to here, it's about 1,056 days. Okay. So now let's do it again from bottom to top. Now this is very interesting because the top here is either here or here. So what we'll do is I will actually, let me do this one first. So the bottom to the top, did that one. Okay, let's do this one here, bottom to the top. So the bottom of this market cycle would be right here. So this was, 742 days, about approximately 742 days. $742 days. Okay, so now for this one over here, from the bottom to here. Now, because it was a double top, we could consider, this would have been, between here and here would have been the top. Yeah, it was a double top, so we could say it ended here, because most coins after this kind of just died down. We just had NFTs pumping up, but we'll go to this over here because this was the highest price. So the bottom to the top over here was about 1,042 bars. 1,042 days. $1,042 days. Okay. So now, understanding that, and if we did it from here to here, it would have been 182 days. So now, understanding that, this is the bottom of the cycle right here. So let's say, we take all of that. So we take the calculator. Take the calculator out. Okay, we take the calculator out. And we say, hey, man. 742 plus 56 plus 1042 divided by 3 equals, what the heck? 742 plus 1056 plus 1042 divided by 3. 742 plus 1056 plus 1042 equals, divided by 3 equals 946 days. So let's say just under 1,000 days. So let's say it takes 1,000 days from the bottom of the market, which was here. Where would 1,000 day be? Or 1,946 days. 946 days would be right here. So this is where we would say, hey, maybe the cycle is over. I mean, anything could happen. I mean, you know, it doesn't really, you know, this is just a projection. It doesn't actually mean this will happen. You know what I mean? But at least we have kind of a gauge of, okay, this is the phases that we're in, right? This is what's going on. This is the phases that we're in. You know what I should do? I should definitely color coordinate these to the actual, so you don't get confused. That was the happening, that was the bottom. This is the, or whatever, whatever. Confusing myself right now. So yeah, so just keep that in mind. We have some time, guys. We have some time. And altcoins. So if we put in the total 3, which is altcoin. So altcoins perform very well once we break this area here. They do perform well as Bitcoin's moving up, but they perform a lot better once we break this area. So if we look at Doge, let's look at Doge for a minute. Doge performed very well. Doge performed very well once we broke the next high, the high of the bull run, right? So it performed very well after that. So you have to consider that, is that a lot of these coins, like if we bring out any coin, Solana, let's bring out Solana, new price scale. Oh, I guess it. Bring out AVAX, same thing. As soon as price broke, you can see, as soon as price broke this area, boom chakalaka, it was game on. It started. So what I'm trying to say is, you do have time to actually get into altcoins. This accumulation area is more for Bitcoin than it is altcoins. You can still accumulate in these areas. It's still you can still accumulate here. Like, look, Dogecoin wasn't doing anything, but don't think that you're really missing out on accumulating these altcoins while Bitcoin is fluctuating right now. It doesn't really matter as much as you think. I'll pull out any coin that did well. Yeah, like even Luna. Pull out Luna, same thing, right? Not until it broke this level, then Luna started going crazy. You know, it's the same thing with all these coins, guys. The exact same thing. So let me just delete these so it's not cluttered. So we do still have time. You're not behind. We're still very early in just crypto in general, guys. It's under $1 trillion market cap, so we have a lot of time just to make some money, man. So You got like 20 years, man. So just consider that. Consider that, man. So yeah, so I mean, will be looking for the price to top around this area, guys. Let me bring this back. 942 days. You know, once we get there, once we get past a certain criteria from 946, once the pi cycle top crosses, so if we look at the pi cycle top indicator, I'm sure they have pi cycle. Yeah, so once the pi cycle crosses, so you can see the top is here, the top is there. I need a cleaner one for you guys so you understand it. Oops. There we go. There we go. So, yeah, once the pi cycle crosses, every time it's crossed, you know, top, boom, right there, right here, crossed, top, crossed again, top. So anytime it's been 100% accurate so far. So I would just really take advantage of this indicator for Bitcoin, and just know that the pi cycle top has been the most accurate thing. Even if you took all your money out here, you know, you didn't miss much. You didn't miss much, man. You did not miss much. So it's just like, you know, now the price is, and you can see that during the bear market, the accumulation phases, we have areas where the pi cycle bands, they kind of get closer, right here, and then you can see it over here, and then you can see it over here right now, right? So all I see is this is just being the first kind of like impulse. We've moved up, you know, we'll probably come down a bit and then head higher, you know. So you can see here we almost crossed, and then it spread it out a bit. So it's the same thing, guys. Same thing. This is kind of like, I guess you can say, our little model here. This could be our model, you know. Yeah, we just created this now, guys. Yeah, it looks pretty cool, I think, man. I feel like a real YouTuber now. I feel like a crypto trading YouTuber for real. So yeah, man, just keep that in mind. Smart money, markdown phase, retail markup. You know, we have some time. We're not, how many days have passed? So since the bottom, about 211 days. So 211. Subtract 946, so 735 days. So that's 2 years, you know. So we have a good amount of time, guys. I would not be worried at all. But yeah, just keep learning the skill to trade, figure all that out, and you know, you'll be rewarded. You'll definitely be rewarded. So without further ado, guys, thank you for watching. I know this was a bit longer video. You know, we are, you know, heading back into a bull market, my belief, opposed to what many people are saying in the traditional markets. The S&P is looking good. Everything's kind of looking good and lining up for a leg higher. I mean, you know, in the next 365 days, I think we'll be and new highs for most asset classes, and the S&P 500. So I do believe that, we are looking to actually in the next, 12 months is to break the new highs for Bitcoin. Break these new highs, and then the market's gonna go crazy again, and that also aligns up with the S&P 500, right? We have the S&P 500. Once we break this area, it's gonna be a price discovery again. We get into price discovery, guys. Market just doesn't know how to act. It has has no idea how to act, man. It's so, all right, guys. So thanks so much for watching. Tune in next time. I hope this was very informative for you. I hope you understand this breakdown. This is a model, so it's not none of this is a guarantee. It's just something to kind of give us context. So while we are navigating this market, you can definitely look at this and be like, hey, okay, where are we in the market? What are some indicators that are telling us, hey, it's time to sell? Because you really can't rely on anyone but yourself. You can't rely on me, because I have emotions and I have my own personal financial situation, just like you, right? So you need to make sure that you're making decisions based on where you are at in your personal life, right? So keep that in mind as you are listening to people who are going all in. They might be going all in but live at home, right? You're going all in. You have a house with a mortgage and 2 kids, right? So it's like different. You can't do that, right? So just remember, the most important thing is your quality of life. As we're going to be entering this bull run, just remember, quality of life. These instruments are here to improve that, our quality of life, nothing else. Improve your quality of life, give back, enhance someone else's life. It has this shit goes up and down, brother. It's never going away. It's never going away. It's always gonna be here. Even when we have the VR headsets and shit, it's never going away. And don't fall into that stuff like, oh man, this is going to the moon, bro. Just trade, look at some indicators. Okay, boom, time to sell, cool. Time to buy, cool. Don't buy into this nonsense, man. Like, people were saying that the apes were vebbling good. Yeah, no, they weren't. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm saying this is because right now in the bear market, you have no real emotions, really. Like, I'm telling you, when the bull market comes, your emotions are gonna be like, especially if you have a lot of money in the market, and a lot is relative to how much, where you're at in life and all that. But you have a good amount of money in the market, brother. Your emotions might be all over the place. Like, oh my goodness, man. So just keep that in mind. Is that I'm just saying this now because this one was okay. NFTs, hold. Luna, hold. Okay, both went to 0. Okay, here was BitConnect. Actually, BitConnect. Yeah, that was BitConnect. Sorry, this was Luna. Hold. Yeah, Luna. Hold. This was that. Yeah. Luna crash. Sorry, Luna crash. BitConnect crash. So that was after. So actually, that was shortly after the top of the market, right? And then down here, you have. Quadriga. Quadriga scam. All right. Here you have, I think this one was Silk Road. Silk Road. And my God, this was like fucking FTX, banks, you know, right? So yeah, so FTX scam. So that's how you know. Okay, we're at the bottom. We're at the bottom, man. So this was the bottom right here, right? This news, the Quadrica, Silk Road, Quadrica, FTX bank bankruptcy. This is the bottom, man. That's how you know, like, oh shit, we're at the bottom. So at the bottom, what we'll be looking for in the next one is scams and bankruptcies. Right, so we're looking for extremely bad news down here. To know that, hey, it's time to buy. You know, so BitConnect. You know, there's other shit too, man. BitConnect, this Luna, and what was that company again? Novatech. Holy shit, bro! The amount of people I told this was a scam. Novatech. That's how you know it's over, bro. This shit, once that bro, that's when I was like, okay, bro, I'm probably probably need to freaking sell, man. You know, so yeah, guys, just remember, if you start hearing this stuff, you start seeing this stuff, this is more of a sentiment analysis, right? So we're looking for scams and bankruptcies, and then, you know, here, hold for the long run, crashes, yeah, euphoria coins, hold, you know. So, and just remember this, bro, just remember this, when you're here, you know, when you get up to this level, you're making there, you want to make sure you preserve your mental capital. Preserve your mental capital. Preserve. How do you spell preserve? Want to preserve your mental capital, okay? Because what a lot of people don't say is that, okay, you turn 10,000 to 5 million, right? This is not listen, man, especially we're seeing the people on social media, this is not something that can't be done in crypto. Problem, 5 million. You feel invincible. Now, losing 10,000, no big deal. Losing 5 million, you would think is no big deal. 6 months pass and realize how hard it is to actually truly make money if you don't have a skill. So it's not the end of the world, but it may feel like that. And what happens after this, guys, is that you may not have the courage to enter the markets again. you may not have that courage anymore. You're like, oh man, this was fucked me up, man. Now I don't have any courage to enter back in. I just gave back 5 million. And 5 million, I could have put that in a 6% interest. You know, that's like 20 grand a month. You know, all my bills and stuff would have been paid. I could have caught the next bull run. And the problem now lies is that you realize this is a cycle, and then you're like, man, I could have just kept 1 million and put it in for the next bull run, right? So, bro, doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter how much you make. Just make some money. Make a strategy and take some money out. The biggest thing I would say, especially from my experience of the last bull run, is I did okay, but it's not you that wants things. It's when you go online trying to look for coins and stuff, it's a lot of people who are posting that's bringing that envy out of you. And then you want to do shit because they're like, yo, I've been in the market too. I deserve something nice, right? Don't fucking do it. And if you do it, buy it cash so you can sell it fast. You know what I mean? Buy it cash so you can sell it fast. Any luxury. So that's all I'm saying, is that these market cycles are gonna keep happening over and over again. And you just want to make sure you preserve your mental capital. Because if you can make it out, you don't have to make it out with millions on your first bull run. You just need to get the experience. You just need to get the experience, baby. You know what I'm saying? And then you can really flourish in the next bull run, you know? Because you can make, like, man, you know, I mean, I've seen people online, you know? I did okay, you know, not like hundreds of millions or whatever like that, but, you know, you just want to keep that in mind, guys, is keep your mental capital preserved. We are going to be heading again into another bull run, and like we already started, but we're gonna be heading into a, you know, give it another 365 days, you'll be lifting off again, man. So just do this for me, bro. Preserve your mental capital in this bull run. If this is your first, if this is your second, if you've lost everything, bro, don't worry about it. You have like 20 years to fucking figure this out, you know? So, man, the first time I heard about Bitcoin, it was like $500, probably around here. I gave someone money. Then, you know, I don't know. And then I came back around here. Yeah, bro. I'm surprised that I'm not homeless the way that the recklessness that I was doing at that time, you know? But here now, guys, Pi Cycle top. Things are going to be said. Once it's on the news, you start selling and be grateful. Okay, so without further ado, guys, I'll definitely keep this, you know, we can analyze it as the days go on, and I'll definitely, you know, maybe add some more stuff and do some more back testing and analysis of where I do believe we are. But this should be an okay gauge for you guys to see kind of where we're at, and know that, like, okay, this is not as unpredictable as everyone says it is. It's more predictable than you think, right? So anyways, enjoy, take care, and thanks for watching.